Today we're hiking Ozette Trail. I'm with my daughter Charlie and my mom. Ozette Triangle. There's a couple ways you can hike this. One of the ways is by doing a loop or a triangle. We are parked right here at the ranger station and we'll be taking the Cape Alava Trail 3.4 miles out and then along the beach and then back on the Sandpoint Trail, which is 3 miles. Charlie, do you see the bridge? Whoa, let's go look. Coming up on the junction right here, we're gonna go right on the Cape Alava Trail. So it's 3.1 miles to the beach. We're about a quarter mile into our hike. I'm hungry already. We've been driving for 4 hours about to get here. Quite a drive. Mama. So I'm gonna go ahead and eat a Power Crunch bar. And I think Charlie wants some too. We are now 0.8 miles into the trail. I'm on snack number 2. Dot's pretzels. Charlie likes them. Say cheers! 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 This boardwalk's a little bit dilapidated. Woo! Last year, my mom and I came up to Nia Bay and we wanted to hike this trail, but the tides were not lining up in our favor for on our drive there or back. It's kind of out of the way of Nia Bay. It's about an hour from this trailhead to there. So long story short, we didn't hike it. This year we made sure to plan our travel day so that we could hike this trail. So we ended up leaving our houses around 7 a.m. And then it took us about maybe 4.5 hours to get here. We did have 2 little stops just to stretch our legs and grab something to eat. But now we're here. We should be hitting the beach while the tide is going out. I don't think we're gonna see super low tide, but it will be low enough where we can walk along the beach. If you don't come during low tide, there is a way that you can hike above the beach, but it sounds like it's a little bit sketchy. There's some ropes and some big climbs up and down, so it's not what we were out for. We just came out on this really cool boardwalk. You can see it opening up, and I think we're around a mile away from the beach still, but it does feel like it's opening up here. Are you getting mama? Ah! Oh yeah, that's why we wear a hood. Uh-oh, can you put it back? Thank you. Oh, Puffs? Puffs? We are 3.2 miles in, so we should be coming up to the beach really soon. I can hear the ocean, and I can see a little peekaboo right up there, blue sky, so I think we're really, really close. We can see the ocean right over there. You see it? Charlie sees it. Do you want to go down to the ocean? Yeah? Wow, it is beautiful out. Okay, this is super pretty. We don't normally get to do hikes like this. The coast is pretty far for us, so we're used to a lot of mountain hiking, which I love. This is just a different change of pace.
Holy
Look
cow.
at this.
Oh my gosh.
We also had rain forecasted today, so I thought we were gonna be hiking in the clouds and rain and wind. But we looked out and look at the weather. It's so pretty out. All right, we are 4.12 miles in, and we are gonna stop for some lunch right here on this sandy spot. All right, for lunch, we're gonna have green chili mac from Farm to Summit. And we'll have some coffee too. Sounds like a good idea. And Charlie is excited for a baba. So mommy to make music. Ready? Yeah, yeah. Woo, woo, woo. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Woo, woo, woo. You do it. For lunch, we're eating the Farm to Summit green chili mac. It's pretty good. My only complaint is I didn't pour off enough water, so it's kind of soupy. I think that was user error. Pretty tasty. I like it. This is pretty tasty. Would you eat it again? Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Just wrapping up lunch, and now we're gonna try and speed walk on the beach. So we've already been out here for a while, and it's getting kind of late. Charlie might take a nap. She's got her baba back there. And I'm gonna eat my dessert while I walk. Here at the Wedding Rocks, there's some petroglyphs carved into these rocks. We would have missed it, but there were some people here who were looking at them too. There's some over on that rock as well.
I wonder why that guy said they were hard to find. Maybe it's been like... It's very cool. Yeah.
The petroglyphs that we just saw in the rocks were carved a long time ago by members of the Macaw tribe, and this area is protected to keep those preserved, which is pretty neat. We saw a whale, potentially another whale. It's kind of hard to tell. Could have been a seal. They are pretty hard to see. We probably would have walked right by them, except there was a small group of people looking at them, so they pointed them out to us. Charlie's down for a nap. We are 5.1 miles in. I think we're about halfway through the beach section. Charlie just fell asleep. She's taking a little snooze. This section's going pretty quickly. The first part, I guess the first mile plus, is pretty tricky. There's a lot of trees down that are hard to navigate. So you either have to go like up high on the trail side, this side, or you're either going like way out and around through the low tide. So I could see how this could be really tricky if you're coming during high tide, because I feel like it's tricky on low tide. Some salted watermelon cliff blocks, yummy. We just made it off of the beach portion of this hike. Now we're headed back on the Sandpoint Trail. Charlie, oh, Charlie's awake. We just passed the sign. We have 1 mile to get back to the trailhead. I'm pretty done. This was an easy hike in terms of elevation, but the sand and the beach navigation, I feel like it's pretty tiring. My hips are tired. Mom says her feet hurt. So it'd be nice to be done. This has been a really pretty hike and so different from what we're used to. We've gotten perfect weather today. We are back at the split, which means we're about a quarter mile back to the car. Getting close.
Hey, Grandma like a beef stick.
Are you having a snack?
Thank you. No, thanks for sharing. Oh, that's nummy.
We just got back in the car from hiking Ozette Triangle. It was a really pretty trail and I'd definitely do it again. I think it'd be cool to stay the night here, but probably in the summer months where we had more predictable weather. Today we lucked out and had really nice weather, but I wouldn't want to be here when it's rainy and cold and windy. Mom, would you do this hike again?
I loved it. I thought it was super interesting, different from other things we've done. It's beautiful the whole way. We got to see things, different things the whole way.
So we're heading back to our cabin tonight. We're heading up to Nia Bay for a couple of nights, and we're gonna have some spaghetti and some fresh baked bread. We're gonna have spaghetti and fresh baked bread that we picked up from one of the local stores on our way up here in Port Angeles.
A nice glass of wine.
We're gonna have some wine and kick our feet up and relax, and then tomorrow we'll be hiking Shishi Beach, and we should have good weather tomorrow too. Thanks for coming along with us, and I will see you out on the trail.